Supergirl got its first trailer, Rogue is finally here, and Expedition 33 swept the Game Awards. Welcome to this week's Nerd Roundup, hosted by the Nerd Factory. I'm Jake. Let's catch you up. Supergirl finally got a trailer announcing its release on June 26th, 2026. The trailer released on James Gunn's social media showing Kara Zor-El along with Krypto celebrating her 23rd birthday alone, then immediately cutting to the destruction of Krypton. So yeah, I feel like this is going to be, like, in parts, really depressing. Because they literally showed her celebrating her birthday alone with Krypto. Immediately cut to, hey, your homeworld's being destroyed. So, yeah, I feel like it's gonna be, sad at some point. They also showed Kara fighting in her full Supergirl outfit as well, which was very good. Like, that suit looks incredible. And they also showed off Jason Momoa finally playing Lobo, which apparently he's wanted to do, like, forever. So he's finally being able to do that, although it was like a 2-3 second showing of him. So you didn't really get a good view. But you know it's Lobo, because no other character looks like that. However, it did seem that they were hinting at the fact Krypton might die in the movie, which they did do in the comics. So, yeah, going back to this is going to be sad and depressing. This is quite possible. But I'm very excited for this film. I think with the way DC are doing stuff currently is a lot better than what they were doing. So, hopefully they'll continue with the run they had with, like, Superman and Peacemaker. So, here's the hoping. Season 5.5 started December 12th, which introduced Rogue as a vanguard, or tank, just to make it easy. I love her. Her abilities are so good. It's so much fun to play. Obviously, the gameplay in the background is of Rogue, and you can see some of the abilities that are being used. But she's just fun. And it's like every character they've added, probably apart from Angela. I didn't like Angela that much after playing her for quite a while. But most of the characters they've added, like even Gambit's, even though really complicated, is also very fun. So far they're doing really good at adding characters, and they're all really fun. But just like in the comics, Rogue can actually steal abilities, which is kind of nuts. You can steal Stranger's shield, you can steal Jeff's health bubbles, you can steal Emma's diamond form, and you can also steal Hulk's like gamma clap ability thing. Just to name a few, there are a lot more. However, heroes like Cap and Iron Man and Punisher that don't have, like, powers per se, you can't actually steal any of their abilities. Which I think is also very, like, good that the devs are paying attention to little tiny details of, like, yeah, we're gonna steal, like, Iron Man's, oh, you've just got Iron Man's armor. It's like, no, that's not how that works. So it's cool. They're paying attention to accuracy, which, to be fair, the devs have been doing very well from the beginning of the game. So I'm a very happy boy with what they're doing. They also announced at the Game Awards as well that Deadpool is coming in Season 6. So that's a whole other thing to I cannot begin to think of what they're going to do for Deadpool. So who knows? They're also bringing Elsa Bloodstone as well. Would be an interesting character. But I'm not going to lie, I'm very much deeply interested in what they're doing with Deadpool. The Game Awards 2025 has been and gone, and we have a new Game of the Year. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 took the crown, beating Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Well, I haven't played any of those games for Game of the Year, so I don't really have any, like, valid opinion. But from what I saw, I am very aware of why it won Game of the Year. Along with the 8 other awards they won, such as Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Art Direction, Score and Music, Best Indie Game, Best Debut Indie Game, and Best RPG. Which, yeah, they literally swept the awards. Jennifer English also won Best Performance for her part in the game, so technically they won 10 awards as well, which is also nuts. However, that's not why we watched the Game Awards. We watched the Game Awards for the game announcements, and oh boy, announcements there were. Some of the highlights for me were Bradley the Badger, which never heard of that game before. I didn't even know it was a game that I would be like, oh yeah, this is a game I'll play. It literally just seems like they were just taking the piss out of every, like, AAA game. So I'm excited for that one. That one looks cool. There was also 2 Star Wars announcements as well. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Old Republic is probably my favorite era in Star Wars, mainly because of the Old Republic MMO. So that's going to be fun to explore again, going around in the Old Republic. I don't know if it's canon, though. That's the only issue. No one said anything whether it's, like, canon to Star Wars or not. Because in canon, there is nothing in the Old Republic, pretty much, apart from references. But other than that, that's kind of it. Like, the MMO isn't canon. The Knights of the Old Republic games aren't canon either. So this might be the first, like, canon of Old Republic, which would be nice. It'd be cool to get some actual, like, hey, this is legit, and, like, canon to the story would be, like, cool. Because until now, they've literally just ignored Old Republic and just kept going with their Disney love child of the High Republic, which is also good, to be clear. But boy, I just give me Old Republic, for the love of God. And the other Star Wars game is Star Wars Galactic Racer, which, funny enough, is going to be a racing game. Finally, they've decided to release a racing game for the first time in, like, 2 decades. So, hell yeah. The other announcements at the Game Awards was Larian announced Divinity. So they're doing another Divinity game, but it doesn't seem like they're doing Divinity Original Sin, so I think it's going to be, like, maybe a reboot, or it seems a lot darker in general compared to the Divinity Original Sin games. Tomb Raider is also getting 2 new games. One's going to be in 2026 and one's going to be in 2027. And Total War is making a game in the Warhammer 40k universe, which I am so excited. I love Total War. So having it in Warhammer, which is a universe I've wanted to get into, but it's really complicated. There's so much stuff going on. It's so interesting, but there's so much stuff. And I just don't have the time to catch up. So hopefully, I'll be able to play that game and maybe learn a thing or 2. But I honestly just wish they were being released sooner. I'm not going to lie. I just wish I could play them in the next couple of months. But no, I've got to wait, which sucks. Now you're all caught up. It's been one hell of a busy week, but I am so excited for all the new games that were just announced. And congratulations to all the winners at the Game Awards, because obviously some of the games that won were insane, like No Man's Sky won, Hades won, obviously Clair Obscur won quite a bit, Battlefield 6 won a couple of awards, so it's pretty good. Gaming is doing all right at the minute, which is nice. But I'm also very excited for Supergirl as well, so there's a lot of things happening, and I'm very happy about it. But as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, as you'll be getting a Nerd Roundup every Monday at 6 p.m. UK time. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see, or really anything you want to say, comment down below and I'll respond as soon as I can. Other than that, I'll see you next week.